here on JD Outdoors Nation. Today we will be tying the minnow, clouser minnow. First you're going to lay your thread base down like I did. So you're going to advance some wraps backwards. Keep going until you get to like the hook shank. Once you do that, you're going to add your 3D minnow white. And go like this. And see how I put it Put it behind like that, and then make one side short and one side bigger. And then you're going to wrap on it. Once you do that, you can grab some more white. And what I mean by making it a little shorter is putting it like this. So you make one side longer and one side shorter, so this is the other piece. But now we're going to add our chartreuse green, and we're going to make one side short, one side big. Put that on. Got the hiccups. Loosen it up. Got it too much of it on the hard side of this. I'll secure that down. You want to think this as 4 segments. So once you do that, you're going to flip it over and we are going to add some white 3D minnow. And sometimes I cut these minnow fibers in half to make them shorter so I have more pieces. And we're gonna make it short and we're gonna continue this process. But this time we flipped it over. You're gonna wanna make your bobbin thread a little shorter so you don't get caught on that hook. So I'm gonna put one on this side. And then I have that. Dang, these hiccups are killing me. Okay, once you do that, you're going to add more of that. Again, same thing, except for I'm gonna do the other side. If you get this minnow in the way, you can always pick it off and stuff. Once you do that, just wrap it. And then have that there like that. Make sure it's secure. Make a couple more wraps behind that. Okay, now I'm gonna turn it over. And now we have this body right here, like that. So now we're going to add some more minnow chartreuse green. Dang, these hiccups are killing me. Okay, I'm gonna add more green. To continue this process, I'm gonna eventually do the bottom again. Once you do that, you can flip it over, do some white minnow. This time, we're going to do the same thing, except for they can be the same length, and secure it like we have been doing. Once you do that, I'll take it out real quick, and you'll put these fibers between that hook, between them, and then I'll put it back in the vise, turn it over. Now we're gonna add more of our chartreuse green. Gonna add more of that. Dang, these hiccups are killing me. So then you'll just start doing this. Gonna make my thread base here. Make it a little higher like the other side. And so just make sure you're smoothing it out. Gonna add some more chartreuse. To do that, I can flip it back over, add some white, this time we're going to do the same thing, add some to each side. Once you do that, I'm going to add some more on the other side. Keep repeating this process. Except for we're going to do the other side. Once I do that, then we can do this again. And then these fibers are in the way, so I'm gonna cut some of those fibers off. So it's a little more cleaner. So So we're going to continue this process, add some chartreuse. Add some more chartreuse. The process is to just build up that base. You can start it! Sorry, I was talking to my parents because they're going to watch a movie and I'm tying flies, so it's better than watch a movie, honestly. We're going to add our white, flip it over. And we're going to do the same thing where we put it between the hook. So we're just going to keep doing that. Okay, take it off again, put that between, and we're gonna flip this back over. Now we're gonna add our eyes to this. And we're going to put them okay. I'm gonna put these on the bottom. You know what? I'm gonna put these on top. It's too hard. Because normally I put them on the top. I was just gonna try the bottom. So let's do the top right here. Could build our thread base a little more even here. Okay, let's tie these in. Push them back as far as I can. Redo that. These eyes kind of get a little goofy. Okay. Locked in, boys. Okay, so once we do that, we're gonna figure eight like this. Just figure eight it. I'm gonna adjust a couple things. This is because you can see how I built my thread dam a little too high. Still adjusting because I got that thread base way too high. Okay, let's try this again. So now we got them on there, finally. So what you're gonna do is crisscross back and over, like back and forth. Okay, once we do that, we're gonna continue our process. Grab our white. Do the same thing here. We're gonna make them go between the hook. You know what, let's do the left side because that needs it. Okay, once we do that, we are going to add some more white. This one will go between both of them. Okay, so take it off vice, put them between, get back on there. Okay, now we did that. Let's do this other side. Do the same side right here. Okay, now we can add some more chartreuse. Gonna add that. And again, gonna make them between. And we're gonna keep adding some more chartreuse. I know it's taken a while. I would say that's for sure. Now, I'm gonna add some more white to the back. we're going to put that between right here. I'm going to have to kind of zigzag that. Put it between that, between the minnow 3D. Once you do that, we're going to add some more white. That should finish up the bottom. Do the same thing. Grab this, put it between like that. We're gonna secure that more. Take it out of the vise, adjust it. Okay, now we can flip the vise over. Now we're gonna add some more chartreuse. Add some chartreuse. Once you do that, add some more chartreuse. I'm gonna put that in front of the eye. We'll just go in front of that, like that. Then we're gonna add our last but not least. No, we have two more of these left. Gonna add our last one. Once we do that, we're gonna whip finish in the front of the eyes. Then we're gonna cut our thread, and then here comes the kind of difficult part. So we're gonna trim any hairs we have in front, fibers. Okay, once we do that, we're gonna add our head cement. we're going to do is we're going to flip this over, lift this hair up, and dub it behind that head. And then we're going to press down on that. I'm going to press down on that. I'm going to add some more of that. Do it one more time. Once you do that, then we can actually press down. I'm just gonna do this and hold that down. I've tied this fly a couple times, so it's kind of hard because I'm tying it for one of my dad's friends that saltwater fishes. So once we have that secured, we can grab this fly. What we're gonna do is we're going to, first of all, cut this a little more in the back. Okay, once you do that, gonna come in like this from that angle and cut like a triangle to the top. I'm gonna do it to both sides. Gotta kind of work it out there. Okay. Gonna do that to both sides. Make that minnow shape. This right here is what we want. And there you have it. The Clouser minnow. Like and subscribe on JD Outdoors Nation. See you next time. Bye.